I don't even know. I haven't got nothing. Nobody's giving me nothing. Hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you again. I wanted to know on advocates. I'm trying to find an advocate that would represent me when I'm going to, like I'm talking to the state attorney general's office, and they're gonna come in and assess me on my crisis that I'm dealing with. But I have to do a couple of things. I've already done everything he's asked me to do, besides send a letter to the police department and get a reply back on why they're not assessing me and why it looks like they're joining my harassment every day on the streets, which is separate from what I'm doing here. So I was wondering, all the information and all the videos that I've watched on YouTube, staying up to date with all of, was it Mercy's Law or Marcy's Law? Marcy's Law. And what is it? It's called um, uh, a something's act of persons' rights and civil act of it's like a new prop that just happened recently in the last year. I forgot the name of it. I can't believe I forgot because I was excited when I found out about it. To where people should not be ignored about anything that they're going through with any type of thing that puts a person being a victim. So I was hoping that you can direct me. If you can't be my advocate for my things that I'm going through, how can I find an advocate for those issues? If you don't know, if you could ask your supervisor or call the board of victims of crime and ask someone, because I need an advocate today. I should have had an advocate a month ago.
Okay, so you're looking for someone to help you with.
Whatever advocates do, I know that advocates are.
Well, see, the thing is there's different advocates for different reasons, and so usually when an advocate is, there's advocates in the school system, there's advocates in, mental health, there's advocates in the criminal system.
I need an advocate for what I was telling you I'm doing.
So that's what I was trying to figure out the other day with you, exactly what you were trying to. So you want someone to assist you with following up on your police report.
Basically,
Or following up on
to
filing
overall,
application?
I need an advocate for racial profiling. That's exactly what I need an advocate for. That's the actual right recognition.
Racial profiling by the police.
by the police and city locals, the community.
Okay.
It's really the community, and the police just jump and involve themselves, hoping for an arrest after they harass me. That's what I have video footage of.
Okay, so that doesn't have to do with you being a victim of the person, it's more being harassed by the officer.
I'm going to say both because in actuality, if you have to, like if a judge were to watch my video footage, the judge is going to have to say, hey, well, these people have committed hate crimes, calling them the N-word, throwing stuff at them. I've been shot in the face with pellet guns. So it ain't, the police ain't going to get in trouble for that. Those people will. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to say both for harassment from the city and harassment from police.
Okay. There isn't someone I can specifically say that you would be assigned to right now. Like you said, I can try to see if there is an agency that handles that type of victimization. As far as assisting, being assigned to someone, because usually it's a specific incident or a specific situation, not just generalized.
So if I have a specific situation, you can get me an advocate?
Not here. It would be if there's an agency that covers that type of assistance.
I would love to find out who, or if you could help me in any type of way to that, where I don't leave wondering why I still can't ask for an advocate at the victims of a crime.
It's not that you can ask for an advocate for a victim of crime. It's
I could barely hear
what
you.
you specifically are asking for.
I'm just asking for an advocate for me. And for any reason that you guys can give me an advocate, even if you can only give me an advocate just to speak up for me on
what?
On
like what do you want?
Racial profiling.
To where?
Here in Riverside.
To who?
To the victims of the crimes board, to the people that you work for.
But see, these are two different things, and that's what I keep trying to.
I understand that, but I'm almost for sure that if you were to talk to the people that hired you and ask them and tell them, look, I have a victim that I'm helping out, and he wants to know how can he get an advocate, they're not going to tell you that that's not possible.
The program that you assigned, that you applied for, the relocation package that I was going to give you for today.
I want to do that too.
There's a claims technician that's assigned to your case, and they help you.
Okay. My
the
bad.
Information.
I didn't know that.
So what will happen is you've already filled out the application. It's already been approved. It's over in the claims unit. You talk to that person. They told you it was approved and that it's filed. It's there. Then you were saying about the relocation part of it. That was what I was going to give you.
I'm ready.
Yeah, here's your pen.
I just don't have a pen. I brought a marker for some reason. I don't know why I got a marker.
You can't fill those out yourself.
Okay.
So this is something that you can complete today. This is something that you're going to have to write.
Okay.
Okay. Let me explain it to you. And then if you have questions, I'll give you a phone number to call. It's the victim services claims unit.
Yeah, I have to get a hold of where I'd be going and all that. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not something that you can do, unfortunately, just today.
All right.
So this is how you apply. So it gives you basic information about it, on what you would need to do, what paperwork. So the paperwork that I'm giving you, this is an explanation of how to fill it out.
Okay.
Okay. This is expense form, and that would be the different types of expenses that relocation covers.
Okay.
Okay. This is the second part of it. It's a two-page form. This one is if you are moving to a specific location, you have to have your landlord fill out. So if you're relocating to an apartment because of the crime, they would need to fill this out. You can't fill it out for them.
Okay.
This you only need either from law enforcement or a counselor. Are you seeing a therapist at all? Or if you,
I'm gonna try to check up and get into that because that might be the doorway. I mean, because everybody needs a counselor in some type of ways and situations, especially mine. I'm surprised I haven't already reached out.
Yeah, so if you do, there's only two ways to apply for the relocation. You either have to have law enforcement saying you need to move for your safety, or you have to have mental health saying you need to relocate because of your emotional well-being. Um, Either one needs to be filled out. It doesn't have to be both.
I'll just get both of them filled out.
No, you don't need both. You only need
Okay,
one.
just one? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Technically both, but you don't need both. It would be one of the.
So this one can only be filled out by who?
This one, it actually says it right on
The
the
law enforcement, and that one is,
mental health.
okay, cool,
So it literally says it on the top.
all right.
Okay. So, this is it for the paperwork because you've already completed the application. So the application that you originally completed and has already been submitted, you don't have to do that because you've already done it.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
If you could just, because I'm gonna call later, hoping that if you could just find any resources through your guys' organization, because Victims of a Crime is huge. I went on the internet and I realized it's different models, different agencies, all the same thing, but do different things. If you could find out what agency helps out people that are being victimized, racial profile, and just dealing with harassment, I know that there has to be advocates for it.
Let me check that for you.
Thank you. You're the best. I appreciate you.
Let me give you, you have, actually, you know what? Can I send the form back? It is the instructions. I'm gonna write the claims unit phone number on there. If you have questions about the paperwork that I sent you, you can call them. You provide them with your name and date of birth, and they'll be able to find your application.
All right.
And they should be able to answer questions on these forms.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll be right back. Let me write it down.
Take your time. I'm not rushing. Thank you.
So, the top right there is the victim service claims unit. That is the unit that you would call that deals with your application that you submitted and also those forms.
And they will be able to answer questions about advocates?
No. They will be able to answer questions, yes, sorry. They're gonna be able to answer questions about
Specific
relocation or your victims of crime application for compensation.
Awesome. I'm really excited, man.
Okay? All right,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. I'm going to look into the other one as far as getting assigned an advocate for the specific things that you're looking for. And I'll look and I'll give you a call, okay?
Thank you.
I'll call you by Monday. Give me
Thank
Monday.
you. Okay. You got it.